Alright, last but not least, life path number 9, which is my life path number, also a fun fact. And we'll be using the Witch's Tarot, which is also my favorite tarot deck now. Of all the 14 I have. I know I have an obsession, so what? I mean, what would you do if you saw pieces of cardstock with pretty pictures on them? I'd buy them too, you know? But, just like with the other life paths, everybody gets the same spread. If something has to be explained or investigated, I will do so. If not, well, see how it applies to you, I suppose. So, current position, or how you're standing, or the heart of this endeavor, we have that one. Come on. We have the Knight of Pentacles. Well, usually the Knight of Pentacles is somebody who likes to take his sweet time to do his work, move very slowly but gingerly and correctly. And the only problem with his Knight of Pentacles I'm seeing is that his helmet is covering his eyes. And it looks like he can't really tell where he's going. And that might be a problem. Could be possibly you're investing in something blindly without even knowing it. Or you're investing towards something you don't have a lot of clarity in, but you're keeping the pace slow and steady. I'm not too sure about that. Oh, and a random elk in the background, so possibly you might have an interaction with what are those kind of people called, like in movies? Like they just walk, they don't do anything. Like a backdrop character, you know, trying to get your attention to be like, hey, your helmet's covering your face. Might want to fix that. Maybe. But I don't know why that elk is sticking out like a sore thumb. It's weird. It's not every day you have a, random mammal in a tarot deck go, hey, I'm here, looking at you, you dummy. Having a piece of metal over your eyes thinking you can see. What you're encountering, or you're being challenged by, or what crosses you, or whatever you deem fit to have this position be doing to yourself, is 10 of Wands. So you're being challenged by, or you're encountering a lot on your back. A lot of responsibility, or a lot of endeavors that you have triumphed with, and a lot of victory things you're bringing back, or just having something very heavy on your shoulders. Or, that could also be with the Knight of Pentacles having something very heavy on his head. That way you can't see that good, and probably because this is what is making you not be able to see so good. You have so much on your shoulders that it's going over the top of you, and all you're seeing is the BS. So you're being challenged to take a look at some of the things that you're being burdened by, and then just start thinking, I don't know about this one. Toss it. I don't know about this. Having too many responsibilities and having your hand in too many pies. Only have your hand in a pie that you know you're going to have. Don't just be all, I want this pie, then this one, then this one, then this one. Yeah. Wise man once said, only stick it into one that you know you got good. And that was a crude joke. So what? What? We're all ladies here. Yeah, it could have been worse, okay? The foundation, or what's causing this blind night to go in. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't see, but I'm going very gingerly and keeping my work up. But I have a lot of weight on my shoulders, Karen. What's causing this is the Emperor. So probably someone who has seniority or a father figure, or somebody who has a lot of controlling tendencies. Somebody who likes to be given the hey-ho, you do this, or, has to have the reins in his hand or her hand. And possibly that's what's making you feel blind and burdened, because they keep saying, now you gotta do this. Micromanaging. Ugh. Hate it when people do that. Look, if you're ever encountering somebody who's micromanaging, you do have the right to tell them, look, I appreciate that you're trying to make sure I'm on my best all the time, but the management strategy you're trying to implement on me by, pretty much being a commentator on every line of work that I'm doing is not really benefiting me much. In fact, it's making me infuriated and making my work ethic and my work capability go down. So if you could back up, that'd be great. No offense to you, it's just, I like to do my work and do my work. Not feel like, oh, he's about to put this box right on the side of the end cap. And he's going to open it. And he's going to take out and start organizing this in a perfect fashion. Everything is lined to the T. No airspace. That kind of management makes me just want to table flip. And I was once a manager at Walmart. Yeah, no. Not once did I micromanage. In fact, I'd rather, jump off a cliff than, micromanage my employees. Or the people that actually give me the job to support them as a manager. I'm not going to do stuff to hinder and cripple them and make their sense of worth go just because I want them to be picture perfect and everything to be picture perfect. No, there's no way that's going to happen. And don't even try, because all you're going to be doing is having everybody from Larry, Curly, Moe, and Shemp look at you and say, hey, piss it. Just saying, huh? I mean, I may be young and I may look young, but I kind of have a good idea how to interact with people, to motivate them. Just make them laugh and, be there for them and listen. It's not that hard. What's behind you, or what's backing you up, or what's supporting you is the King of Pentacles. So possibly, in this situation, well, we have a Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles behind with the responsibility over the top of that. Okay. So with your current position that you're blindly doing something as commanded by the Emperor, so there's probably somebody who is putting a little bit, way too much burden on you that you don't want nothing to do with. But behind you, you have somebody, which is the King of Pentacles figure, who is down-to-earth, practical, able to listen, able to... Pretty much what I just said about how to manage people or how to interact with people. He's down-to-earth, grounded, practical, able to listen and give down-to-earth advice. Not like, well, maybe we should get creative with this. No, he's like, look, do this, do this, do this. I believe in you. Let's do this. I can't do it without you. That's key. Keep that in mind. So possibly the Emperor is a colleague of the King of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is realizing what his colleague, the Emperor, is doing, and he's not really having it. So you have the King of Pentacles backing you up, and funny enough, you're the Knight of Pentacles, so this could be somebody in your department who's like a department manager, assistant manager, any kind of management team member that primarily focuses on you. Think of like the Emperor as like the store manager, and King of Pentacles is like a assistant manager over a certain area. There you go. And the King of Pentacles is trying to cheer you on and say, I can't do this without you. Yeah, really. And that King of Pentacles is giving you very good advice and trying to give you enough grounding so you don't have to deal with all the burden. What's above you, or what you're hoping for, or what you're believing the best possible outcome for you is the Page of Pentacles. Well, we got a lot of rock art going on here. Okay, so your best case scenario is to take... Okay. So your best case scenario is to have somebody new that you can teach about this profession, so that way they can help you line the, you know, the burden of BS. But also the Page of Pentacles is an earth element with an earth element. So possibly you're hoping for maybe some more help being hired on, possibly someone being transferred from a different department to work with you that eagerly wants to help you, or eagerly wants to move around all over the work area and get more experience, and you would like to take them under your wing. Or also the Page of Pentacles can actually be you hoping to get into a new area of work, so that way you don't got to be dealing with the stress of the Ten of Wands on top of your head. Or it could also mean that someone, like a fresh face, is coming to the workforce, or even heck, maybe there's a fresh face that's, you know, down to earth, practical in the dating scene. If you deem fit that is, then havey ho. It's in maybe a youthful, practical, down to earth kind of interaction. So possibly, if you're thinking that wanting to score good with this Page of Pentacles, make yourself look good physically. Do whatever you deem fit to make yourself look good, and go get him, Timmy. Just don't make a hot mess. What's coming towards you, or right for your face, or what's about to hit you upside the head? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's so much better. We have Victory, 6 of Wands. But, let's see. Something isn't good. Well, judging by the look on this poor guy's face, I don't know if my camera will focus, but to me, he looks kind of concerned. Or, you know, like, I can't believe I just did all that. I just survived all that. So possibly, you're going to get recognition for this hot mess that this Emperor put you in. Or you're going to be in a position where you're, oh, I can't believe it. Finally. Burden gone. And everybody's going to give you the recognition you deserve. Can't say it might be from the Emperor or anybody else, but at least deep down you'll be like, okay, I'm finally done with this burden. I want nothing more to do with it. Get it out of my life. Get it away. Off with it. Before, you know, the twigs get lit on fire. And for some reason, I don't know why I'm just still poking this out, but if there's an incident involving an animal that is, you know, peaceful, or if you know somebody who has an animal that's white, or white-coated, or whatnot, or works on a farm, they may actually be coming from a background that's more along with, like, living on the prairie, or even someone who is very experienced dealing with animals. And it could be a possibility, and this person being so familiar with it and being so kind-hearted and tender-hearted probably helped you get rid of this burden hot mess, or will help you get rid of this burden mess and get you the recognition you need, and actually, you know, make you feel fulfilled rather than be like, oh my gosh, me back's gonna give out because of all these twigs up on me shoulder. I lost me shoulder gonna go. No, I'm Scottish, okay? I can do that. So, how you're viewing yourself is, you're viewing yourself as temperance. So you're viewing yourself with one foot in your feelings, 1 foot on the ground, and 2 cups trying to figure out and balance it out. And, of course, the rainbow behind your head. So, what I'm getting for that is that you're trying to keep your cool, keep your emotions in check. You're trying to find a balance between, like, not gonna flip on this Emperor who will not stop micromanaging me. I swear to God, if he says take it a little bit more to the left, I'm gonna just flip on him. But you're keeping your cool, you're keeping your emotions in check, which is key when, you know, dealing with someone who's like Oh, nope, you're off by a little bit to the left. Oh, off by half an inch. Trust me, that will drive me nuts. And I've been in situations when I've been micromanaged and I've almost just been like, you know what? I'm so flattered you find me doing my work, you know, such a thing that you had to watch. It's making me feel very important, but I don't need a fan club, nor do I want one. No thank you. Flattered, honey, but no. Piss it. So, then after that's how you're viewing yourself, keeping your emotions in check and trying to find an equilibrium, or, you know, think of a different way to alchemically mix things together so that way you can go to this emperor saying, like, no, could you please just stop commanding and micromanaging me? Because, you know, all this is making me do is be like, wow, I didn't think these voices in my head could come out of my head. Outside perception, or how those beyond you view you or see you. We have the Queen of Wands. So we have you, the outside influencing you as the cheerleader of everybody. And someone who's, well, life of the party, because the Queen of Wands likes to come in and be, you know, the deck's cheerleader. So possibly everybody's seeing you as still being cheery and, you know, motivating everybody else around you to go get him. And get him like Stacy's mom still got it going on, I guess. But she doesn't seem like she's in any kind of distress. In fact, looks like she's handling her twig pretty well, and she's not like, oh, whatever, it's just the Emperor, you know, trying to tell me what to do. Oh, again with this, whatever. I'm still going to motivate everybody else around me, so that's a good plus. And everybody's seeing you as a force to listen to when they need a good rally and a good motivator, like a motivator to the tush. What you're hoping for, you're fearing, or maybe even both. Oh, this took a quick turn turn the other way. You're hoping for death. You're hoping for death, or you're fearing death. Okay. Now this is probably where we're gonna get a little bit like, oh no, does that mean I'm gonna die? No, don't think like that. Ugh. Okay. Well, for hoping for death, you're hoping for something to change. It's probably this emperor needing to, you know, get a nice good kick in the tush with a steel toe out of his position, and that way someone else can get into his position and not do what he did. Or you're fearing that a certain change may come about, and it may hinder you or jeopardize you in some way. But also, there's also a sense with this death, if I can pick the card up, you see the little kid trying to give Death flowers, and Death is looking at him like, kid, why? Why are you giving me daisies? What do you think that's going to do? No, I'm still going to cut off your head, but thanks for the, you know, daisies, punk. but even then, even like how below you were the Queen of Wands, so still being enthusiastic, well, there you go. Facing, you know, or having hope in the, you know, the change that has to be done, you're still optimistic, and Death is like, thanks for the daisies. And then the change comes, or you're trying to make sure that nothing happens to you in the transformation that is going to happen. So you're trying to be on your best behavior or whatnot. And as your outcome, or most likely outcome to come about of this, if you take no action whatsoever, is things going way fast with the Eight of Wands. So with that, let's just recap this all. Let's bring everybody together, and then we're going to start all the way back from square one. Okay, first off, current position. We have the Knight of Pentacles. You're in a position where you're investing in something slow and steady, or working on slow and steady. or going towards something slow and steady, but you're not really able to see it that well. You don't know everything about it just yet because the visor on this poor guy's helmet is on his eyes. He's encountering the Ten of Wands, which is a lot of burden, responsibility, and a bunch of unnecessary BS on top of his head. And it's all because of this twathead, the Emperor. All because of somebody, happened to be in control. If he's not in control, everybody throws a big hissy fit. And he's like, no, I have to be in control. I'm the Emperor. Okay, well, for one thing, why do you have an Ankh staff, Knight? Why do you have an Ankh staff? You're kind of in the wrong, I don't know. You're in the wrong mythology system. Oh, I got nothing on that one, but yeah, your stick doesn't make sense here with the Ankh. So, about that. And what's supporting you is somebody who is very familiar of the situation you're in, giving you sound advice, backing you up, or being a good advisor. What you're hoping for is an apprentice figure or a new figure or someone that you can work alongside with to help take the Ten of Wands off the back of your neck. And what's going to be coming forward after, this new possible figure coming in to help, or what's coming towards you is a sense of, yay, the Ten of Wands is gone. He lost 4 of the twigs, now he's victorious. Woo. Perfect. And your self-perception, we have temperance. What you're trying to do is keep your cool, keep your feelings in check, and making sure everything is squeaky clean, a-okay. Not losing your cool, not, losing grip of reality, of being annoyed by the Emperor and micromanaging you, because that would do that. How everyone outside of your presence is viewing you as the Queen of Wands, or the cheerleader of the deck, or as the one that everybody can turn to, that, needs a good love tap to get moving and motivated. You're hoping for, or fearing for, you're hoping for death, something to change that has to be changed. Or you're fearing death because if death happens, something might happen to your job. So you made the most of it and say, here, death, have some daisies. Oh, God, really, kid? You think me, with my head on fire, you think I would want daisies? Really, kid? Oh, okay. You're gonna die first, kid. And last but not least, most likely outcome to come about with no action is the Eight of Wands. So if no action is taken or no advice is taken, expect things to be going from 0 to a little bit way too fast, and looks like you can't tell the horses to slow down because the reins don't work no more because they're unattached. Things are going to be going a little bit quick. So that is for life path number 9. This one was a little bit odd than the other ones I did. And this one was kind of the really only career-oriented one. But other than that, I'll see you guys next month for your life path reading for number 9 for August. And we'll see you then.